How did the Depression era become a breeding ground for organized crime? It was a time of hardship and despair. The economic downturn that began in the late 20s left millions jobless and poverty-stricken. In this climate of desperation, the underworld thrived, offering illicit opportunities for those willing to step outside the law. Amidst this rise in crime, certain figures began to emerge, their names becoming synonymous with the era's lawlessness and defiance. One such individual was George Machine Gun Kelly. Known for his rapid-fire weapon of choice and his daring exploits, Kelly quickly gained a reputation that was both notorious and infamous. His nickname, Machine Gun, was a chilling testament to the violent times, and his actions would further cement his place in the annals of organized crime, a name that would come to symbolize the lawlessness of the Depression era, George Machine Gun Kelly. From a life of poverty to a life of crime, who was the man behind the moniker Machine Gun Kelly? This Depression-era gangster, born as George Kelly Barnes, had humble beginnings. His childhood was steeped in hardship and delinquency, which led him to a stint in reform school. As he grew older, his criminal activities escalated. He started as a bootlegger, capitalizing on the Prohibition-era's thirst for illegal liquor. But it wasn't long before he transitioned to more violent crimes, marking his shift from bootlegger to notorious bank robber. Kelly's reputation grew as he formed his own gang, a motley crew of criminals with a clear hierarchy and a shared penchant for lawlessness. The media, fascinated by this audacious gangster, dubbed him Machine Gun Kelly, a nickname that fueled his notoriety and seemed to fit his reckless lifestyle perfectly. But it was his audacious crimes that truly catapulted him to infamy. What makes a bank robbery notorious, and how did a kidnapping mark the turning point in Kelly's criminal career? Well, let's dive into the crime spree of George Machine Gun Kelly. His audacious bank robberies became the talk of the town. Using his signature weapon, a machine gun, and his uncanny ability to evade law enforcement, Kelly and his gang struck fear in the hearts of many. One of his most daring heists involved a high-speed chase and a hail of bullets, leaving the authorities scrambling in his dust. But it was the kidnapping of oil tycoon Charles Urschel that really put Kelly on the map. Urschel's abduction not only earned Kelly a handsome ransom, but also the relentless attention of the federal authorities. With this act, Kelly unknowingly marked the beginning of his downfall. His audacity had finally caught the attention it craved, but not without consequences. As his crimes escalated, so did the efforts of law enforcement. How did the FBI and J. Edgar Hoover finally bring down Machine Gun Kelly? It was a game of cat and mouse that spanned across states. The diligent efforts of the FBI were relentless. They knew they were dealing with a cunning and ruthless criminal. Yet, they were determined to bring him to justice. The pursuit culminated in a dramatic shootout in Memphis. Bullets flew, tension soared, and in the end, Kelly was captured. He was no longer a looming threat, no longer a shadowy figure in the underworld. His reign of terror had finally come to an end. From there, the wheels of justice turned swiftly. Kelly stood trial, the weight of his crimes heavy against him. His conviction was inevitable. His sentence, death. He met his end at the Oklahoma State Penitentiary, his final chapter written in the annals of crime history. From a notorious criminal to an infamous prisoner, the life of George Machine Gun Kelly is a stark reminder of the lawlessness of the Depression era. Please like and subscribe for more book takeaways. Thank you so much for watching.